everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Dragonheir Silent Gods. For today's video, we have some news and updates related to Dragonheir, so let's dive in. I apologize, it's gonna be what I like to call a no-face video. I am sleepy, I'm struggling today. It's 5:30 in the afternoon and I feel like I haven't woke up yet. Sometimes we just have one of those days, and well, my sleep pattern was a hot mess last night and this morning, and I guess you could say this afternoon, so I'm trying. But we have big news and we have things to talk about, so I am here for you guys still. We're still trying to cover the game the best we can. So first I'm going to give you a quick update on some things that are happening in the game that you need to be very aware of, and then we're going to go to an official announcement regarding CBT access and regarding some changes to the game. So first of all, I've already mentioned I have a live stream on Steam, the Steam platform for gaming on PC. That is going to be it's going to be happening June 20th at 11 Pacific Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. UTC on June 20th. So I will be live on Steam playing Dragonheir officially, and yeah, depending on when you're watching this game, depending when you're watching this video. There I go already. Oh no, guys, I'm worried. Well, the Steam Next Fest might have already started, so we're excited. Let's get into it though. Alright, so here we go. I have some things to point out because there's a lot you might be missing. So first of all, when it comes to the summoning events, you guys have probably seen this 80 out of 80. This is not permanent. I realize a lot of people seem to think this is just here, or this is the banner. This banner is a guarantee at 80. It's not. It's gone in 3 days, and now it really does show right above it. 3 days, 9 hours. This is going away. And I have to say, this is just a major piece of feedback I have for the game, and I strongly still hope they change. And I have very vocally voiced my opinion in this matter. I'm not happy about it, and yeah, I mean, I've spent $40 in this game so far, and I'm not even gonna be able to hit this one banner to get one bonus legendary. And there ain't no way in hell I'm summoning on any of these, because these are even worse than the other ones were. Having to get multiple legendaries in a game where we can barely get one or two to even to satisfy a special banner is just really deflating and really depressing, honestly. I would highly suggest don't even look at these top banners until they change something. It's kind of no point, because there's no guarantee until you've summoned 3 or 4 or 5 legendaries, so it's kind of a hot mess. Hopefully they will consider changing that in the future. Keep in mind this is closed beta. I'm still really hopeful that they will heed our questions. Now you'll see I have some summons here. I'm going to save those for the Steam Next Fest. Speaking of the Steam Next Fest, guys, I haven't beat the Violet Dragon yet. I haven't got a lot of content unlocked yet, so I still have kind of a lot to do. Like, I'm not one of those people that are sitting here with nothing to do in the game. I still have a lot to progress. I have not beat all of my dungeons at the highest level. I've only done 4, 5, and 6 on some. Some of them I haven't tried to push in a while, like this one. I was only doing 4 apparently. But I'm farming 5 or 6 here. You know, I'm kind of working on it, but yeah, I have a lot to still push. So I'm not one of those who has nothing to do, but I understand the frustration of those looking for content if you have nothing to do. But that's hopefully in future betas, they will plan out more content so people are not done in 2 weeks. I really hope we can't finish all the content and be bored in 2 weeks when it's a 12-week season. So there's lots that need to be perfected in this game, that's for sure. But if you haven't given it a try yet and you want to hang out with us, I mean, I honestly still, at the end of the day, I still really love the game. I love the style, it's fun. If you're the kind of person that can enjoy trying to make teams with rares and epics as well, and not always need every perfect legendary, I think this is still a fun game to experiment with and start building out other teams. I'm honestly, the reason I'm a little bit behind is because I don't have a team of all 100s yet, because I started playing around with some other team comps, and I really want to start trying other characters on the main account. So yeah, I'm a little bit behind, but it's alright. It's alright. So, if you okay, what I was saying, if you haven't played yet and you still want to check it out and you've been debating trying it, but you're not too sure, honestly, I still strongly suggest that even though as a community we voiced some frustrations with the game, I still have high hopes and I'm going to be patient. And I still think everyone should absolutely play now before the CBT ends or before your access ends, because it's a great chance to get in and be able to keep all these heroes for the upcoming seasons. Like you'll be on we're all going to go in one big server, I guess, from the closed beta round, and we're all going to be joined in a server, so it's not like your server's going to be dead. And we'll get to play these heroes. Like, I summon this guy. He's not going anywhere for next season. I'll get to keep him for season 1, aka global launch. I'll get to start off with characters and get to have a little bit of extra fun to start with and not start with nothing for global. So absolutely start now. And that's what the biggest part of my information here is going to be regarding. So let's get into that. I'm going to put this up on the screen and we're going to take a deeper look. Alright, so let's hang out with Sutha here while we read through this. CBT2 has been underway for almost a month now, and we're excited to see so many travelers joining in Adenthia, experiencing and sharing your adventures with us. The number of participants and the amount of time they've spent in game has far exceeded our expectations, and we'd like to sincerely thank each and every one of you for supporting Dragonheir Silent Gods. As the CBT2 invitation draws to a close, the development team is gearing up for the global launch. We would like to announce some important arrangements of the aftermath of CBT2. So June 21st, 2 a.m. UTC, a major update will be adding several features in response to community feedback. June 22nd, 2 a.m. UTC, the last CBT2 server will open. From June 24th, the game download will no longer be available until global launch. On June 25th, new user registrations and new character creations will be closed. So June 24th download, June 25th registering and starting your account. This is the final call for closed beta 2 gameplay. If you've been debating and you want to finally try it out, I really suggest it, honestly. Like I said, I really love the aesthetic. There's a lot of aspects of this game I really like. It's a little bit different than I expected at the end of the day, that's for sure. But maybe that's a good thing. For me, the differences are, I expected it to be more like Raid, where you could play literally all day if you wanted to, and maybe grind gear or do whatever the hell you wanted, but it's kind of not like that. I mean, I guess to some extent it is, if you want to buy energy, but it kind of feels more like it's meant to be an idle RPG or side game kind of mixture, which I kind of like because I'm just having fun playing multiple games anyway, like I usually am. So it's just become more of a fun thing to do on the side for me, which is fine. If that's what it is, that's what it is. And I think it'll be a great game for people to play that kind of don't like how time-consuming a game like Raid Shadow Legends, for example, might be. And that's just my example because that's where I come from and most of my community. All right, let's move on here. All right, all existing servers will keep running until global launch, and players with existing accounts will be able to play the game. Account data will not be deleted. Before the Season 1 starts, there will be a total up and server merge for the Season 0 season. Detailed rules will be explained before Season 1. We have received many suggestions from customer service, the Discord feedback channels, and discussions through our players and creators. We continue to work on improving the game and hope to provide a better experience and more exciting content in the global launch. Once again, thank you all to travelers. So here's the info for the update to content newly added. Added an equipment plan feature where travelers may edit and save their own plans in a convenient way. Gear presets, woohoo, that is always good. We love gear presets. That helps us to be able to move around a couple, especially in a game like this where honestly it's a bit time consuming to really farm and you have limited stamina. The stamina regeneration's pretty slow. They cap it really low, like a lot of these games these days, it seems. So you don't really get a ton of gear unless you're choosing to spend your worm arrow on energy instead of summoning, which is probably smarter in the long run, but not really because it's kind of expensive and not worth how much you can actually get out of it. So that's another debate. But if we can save gear presets, then you can put your best crit rate, crit damage build on someone. You can put your best enlightenment attack mix for someone with derived damage, save that as a preset and pop that around to someone else. I love that idea. Or maybe the certain build for your healer, or your best attack build, your best defense build, your best HP build. Like, you can actually swap it around easily. That makes it so much nicer. All right, let me keep reading. Added a pop-up prompt displayed when there's a hero unequipped of any equipment in your lineup before the start of a battle. Oh, I like that. See, that's really helpful because, again, along with the idea of moving gear around, it's something I've tried not to do. But when it comes to the main adventurer here, let's go click on them now. So these pieces over here on the side, if you swap their element, it takes off their gear, and it's so easy to forget that we did not go back and actually put the gear back, right? It's so easy to forget that. So that's really nice. Added a description page on the current progress of Feywild to the map and other related interface. Okay, I'm not quite sure what they mean for description, but maybe they will explain it better instead of just what's in the rules. Same thing here. Added a description page on the current progress of Pillar of Trial to the map and other related interfaces. Added a broadcast prompt display when a legendary hero is summoned in the Otherworld Horn. Ooh. Oh, maybe from like the chat they mean? Added a update prompt display when an important hot fix is available. Added leaderboards of Feywild and Pillar of Trial. Ranking details can be viewed in the okay. So ranking details can be reviewed in it's gonna be, my thing's gonna be blocking it, but where they show all the details here for the season, there should be ranking rewards for, or ranking, yeah, rankings for those areas of the game, which is actually really great, honestly. Because that's one of those things I think is super competitive. People want to do like a tower and see who does it the best or the fastest or whatever it may be. I really hope that they decide to take off the time-restricted Feywild grind for people, so that way someone can try to hurry up and be the first one to finish. You gotta give something for the whales to want to spend for, right? People want to see their name at the top of the leaderboards, and that's a really good way to do it. Alright, optimized hero skill descriptions. Skill effects and damage values are much clearer now. That's definitely been needed. There's so many things where you're like, increases HP over time, and you're like, how much? Or, you know, there's been a lot of those kind of things where you're not quite sure. Okay, it gives you continuous healing. How much? What does that mean? Explain it. Or, you know, that's very common in some games. They don't always explain their debuffs or buffs well enough. For the most part, they've done a pretty good job, but there's definitely been a few things like that where you're kind of gray area, right? Where you don't know exactly what's going to be happening. All right, and last but not least, fix the wrong display of base for the following heroes: Pargu, Loris, and Livia. Apparently they had incorrect base stats listed. Oops. Well, remember guys, at the end of the day, this is a beta. This is a beta. It's not perfect yet. Hopefully we can help them make it as perfect as possible. And I still have high hopes. I still love the graphics. I love the feel of it. And I'm really, really hoping that some nice big changes can be made for the actual global launch for Season 1, including a lot more story for everyone to stay busy, and hopefully much more generous summoning or hero gifting of some sort and events around that, so that way people can have a little bit of excitement. I know they're concerned with things like third-party selling accounts, buying accounts, all that kind of stuff, bots grinding it out to sell, but you can't avoid that in any game that's going to have gacha summons. And by restricting the bots, you're also restricting your player base, and people are not happy with the way it is now. So I'm just really hoping it changes, and I want to go back to saying what I first said when I played the game, when there were 2 legendaries in the 30-day login, and I was like, oh my god, this game is so generous. They give you free legendaries, and the legendaries are so good. It's so much fun. The summoning rate's really good. I want to say those things again, and I'm hoping by the time global launch hits, I will be able to. But either way, last call for closed beta. Play with me now. Get in here, guys. They are constantly addressing the community, and I feel like their communication's been pretty good overall. A little quiet lately, but I'm still hopeful. I'm still here, and I'm hoping to get on the test server and actually start doing some proper testing for you guys, including a lot of free-to-play friendly teams using lower level gear as well. But I kind of messed up my test server situation. I popped around playing, and I'm kind of stuck out of the area I need to continue quests for. But that's a whole nother thing on its own, so I may or may not have test server access soon. And if not, I will do my best to still bring out some content related on my real account as well, of course. But that's all for today's video. I just wanted to give a nice, proper update. So hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.